What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a sensational, very exciting Liverpool transfer news video, because David Lynch, a Merseyside correspondent, a Liverpool-based journalist, is reporting that Liverpool expect to complete a deal for Khephren Thuram, the powerhouse Nice midfielder. They are pushing hard as talks continue with Nice, but the agreement is very close. Only small details, minor details are expected to be thrashed out in the coming days. And as soon as Khephren Thuram completes his Euro 21 tournament with France, he will fly to Merseyside for a medical, and we expect him to sign a 5 or maybe even a 6-year contract, which is really exciting news. So if you are excited about this, get this video to 400 likes with your help, and also let me know in the comments below which other players do you want Liverpool to sign. So according to David Lynch, Liverpool are closing in on signing Khephren Thuram. The star player Khephren Thuram himself wants to sign for Liverpool, and Liverpool are pushing hard to secure a full agreement. And we will have all the reactions from other media sources and also from Liverpool fans himself. And Eddie Howe and Newcastle are turning their attention to alternative targets, because they also wanted to sign Khephren Thuram, but Khephren Thuram's first choice was Liverpool, and Liverpool's first choice after signing Alexis McAllister was Khephren Thuram. And Thuram is admired by Newcastle, but it looks like Khephren Thuram has chose Liverpool, and Liverpool are very close to finalizing a full agreement with Nice. So Khephren Thuram, welcome to Liverpool. This is such an exciting news to wake up to. And Liverpool have been continuing talks with Nice over the 22-year-old's transfer. Khephren Thuram had a stellar season with Nice, completing 48 games, getting 2 goals and 8 assists, but his main attribute is not his goal scoring, but his energy, athletic, dynamic midfield powerhouse who can run for days, and he's exactly the type of midfielder that Liverpool have been missing last season. And the recent report claimed that Khephren Thuram's price tag could be as low as 40 million euros, which is around 34 million pounds, and the expectation has been that Liverpool would need to wait until the end of the Euro Under-21 tournament before a deal could be struck. But according to David Lynch, Liverpool are very close to a full agreement, and talks continue. And vitally, Khephren Thuram wants to sign for Liverpool, which is really exciting. And Liverpool are pushing hard to secure a full agreement, and Liverpool now expect to complete a deal, according to David Lynch, which is really exciting, because we really needed this transfer after completing the Alexis McAllister deal, because in midfield we have been very short last season. We have a lot of players who are over the hill, past their best, old players, and we have a lot of young players with lack of experience. Khephren Thuram is also a young player, but I think he's ready to make the next step in his career. And Ibrahima Konate even himself said that Khephren Thuram is like a little brother to him, and he will take him under his wing. He will help him settle at Liverpool. He will nurture him and guide him and just be as much help as possible, so Khephren Thuram comes into Liverpool and settles well off the pitch as well as on the pitch. And even Fabrizio Romano said this morning that Liverpool are still interested in Gabri Veiga, but first we want more physicality in our midfield. So there is still an outside chance, a distinct possibility that Liverpool will complete the Gabri Veiga transfer on top of signing Alexis McAllister and Khephren Thuram. And what a transfer window that would be. 3 brilliant midfielders who are all very young, very talented, with huge potential, and under the guidance of Jurgen Klopp, these players could really become world class under Jurgen Klopp's wings. And also, of course, Liverpool still haven't put in a bid for Gabri Veiga, but we are definitely interested. We are talking with his agent, and of course we will see after we complete the Khephren Thuram transfer like what kind of other players we will be looking at. The big question is Khephren Thuram right now good enough to start for Liverpool? He usually plays on the left side of centre midfield, and we have already Curtis Jones and the new signing Alexis McAllister playing on that side. Of course, we have Fabinho or Bajcetic playing down the middle as a defensive midfielders, one of them. And on the right side of the centre midfield, we have Harvey Elliott or Jordan Henderson, or even, Thiago can play in that position. So Liverpool will have more options in the midfield department if that's the case, that we are signing Khephren Thuram. And Liverpool's midfield got bullied so many times last season. I mean, even games against the bottom of the table sides like Bournemouth and Leeds United were at the bottom of the table, and Liverpool lost to them because we lost the midfield battle. The guy with a lot of height, is 195 centimeters tall, 6'4" tall, and he's pretty fast as well as being tall. So a giant physical midfielder who can add energy, dynamism, and also who has running power in midfield is exactly the type of signing that Liverpool need. But even if we add Khephren Thuram to the midfield, Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool have still a lot of questions to answer. So, for example, will Jurgen Klopp choose to keep Trent Alexander-Arnold in that inverted fullback role where he slots into a deep-lying playmaker, defensive midfield role in attack? Also, how can Darwin Núñez be squeezed into the attack to be as effective as possible and to start converting more of his chances? Will Curtis Jones continue his resurgence after a really promising end to the season? Can Jordan Henderson and Thiago's game time be managed better so they get sporadic game time and they don't get injured as often? And also, is the decline of Fabinho a permanent one? In the last few months of the season, he really turned his form around. Will he revert back to his usual self next season, or will he be on the decline still? These are all questions that I'm sure Jurgen Klopp is thinking about. And many people asked questions whether Jurgen Klopp is ruthless enough. And I think not giving new contracts to Naby Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Bobby Firmino shows that Jurgen Klopp is ready to rebuild this Liverpool side. But many people were calling Liverpool to sell Jordan Henderson. It's very, very dangerous to lose 5 or 6 midfielders in one summer, because then you basically have to rebuild your whole midfield department, and that's very, very risky. If you sign too many new players and you sell too many of your older players, it's very, very difficult to have a settled side, because the first few months would be, in effect, be spent with getting to know the new players and them gelling together, and Jurgen Klopp molding the new Liverpool midfield into a well-functioning, well-oiled machine. Liverpool still needs some continuity, but of course Alexis McAllister and Khephren Thuram, I think, is a brilliant start to the transfer window. The good news is that Jurgen Klopp has shown repeatedly that he can respond to adversity and he can keep his players on side even during the tough times through tough love and smart coaching, tactical changes, tactical tweaks, and he can eventually bring them back to life and get the Liverpool train rolling again. And that's exactly what happened in the last few months of the season. And I think this new formation could be the way forward for Liverpool, with really, really good young midfielders injecting more pace, more energy, more athleticism and dynamism into midfield. And that's the challenge that Jurgen Klopp faces. He needs to get back Liverpool up the table, trying to challenge for the Premier League title, and also he needs to integrate these new signings pretty seamlessly into the Liverpool team, and Liverpool need to hit the ground running. Man City have such an easy fixture list in the first 1.5 months of the season. Liverpool can't drop too many points, even though we have a tougher fixture list. And some Liverpool fans might seem impatient about this transfer window, but remember, we have been promised for the past 3 or 4 years signing a bombastic mega transfer, Jude Bellingham. We have been told as a fan base for 2 years that Liverpool are not signing a midfielder because we are waiting for Jude Bellingham to become available, and then he goes to Real Madrid. This Liverpool fan base watched the Liverpool squad age and regress, and also we saw minimal investment at our peak when we won the Champions League, when we won the Premier League. We didn't sign a lot of players for big money. A failure to properly reinforce key areas like the midfield department and also the defense was really bitterly disappointing for Liverpool fans to see, and also we saw some of our big stars run down their contracts like Bobby Firmino and Naby Keita and Oxlade-Chamberlain. Liverpool are still a sell to buy club because of our owners, and we missed a big opportunity to sell some of our players. I mean, 4 players running their contract in the same transfer window is not ideal. But Liverpool fans have this fear inside of them, me included, that clubs around us and even clubs below us like Aston Villa, like Brighton, like others will outspend us again, time after time, year after year. This is keep happening, and you can't get away with it, as we very painfully experienced it last season. But Liverpool can regain the trust of the fans if we get this transfer in the right. If we sign Khephren Thuram after McAllister, if we sign another centre-back, if we signed on top of these 2 midfielders, Gabri Veiga as well, a lot of that trust will be again restored, and the Liverpool's future would be bright again, because we need minimum 2 midfielders, but 3 midfielders would be ideal, because we lost 4, and also some of our guys are still injury prone. Thiago, Henderson are injury prone, Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones are still young players developing. So Liverpool need more players, in my opinion. And Fabrizio is also reporting that Tottenham have included Mickey van der Ven on their shortlist for their new centre-back pursuit alongside Edmond Tapsoba, as both are appreciated and admired by Tottenham. Talks already took place for Wolfsburg's Dutch centre-back who is represented by Team Raiola, but Liverpool are interested in Mickey van der Ven as well. I think we should move in for him after we sealed the deal on the Khephren Thuram transfer, but we have to wait and see what kind of other transfer targets Liverpool have. It's actually funny that anytime Tottenham is linked with a player that Liverpool are interested in him, then I'm actually confident that Liverpool would get him, because any player choosing Tottenham over Liverpool would be absolutely insane. I mean, Luis Diaz, we didn't even want to sign him in the January transfer window last season. In the end, because Tottenham moved for him, Liverpool brought forward the transfer 6 months and we got Luis Diaz in, and he was instrumental in our run towards almost completing the quadruple. So that's also very interesting, and Liverpool could end up in the similar scenario that Tottenham move in for Mickey van der Ven, and that makes Liverpool act quickly and sign him from under Tottenham's noses. That would be absolutely brilliant to see. And that's it for today's video. A brand new Liverpool Career Mode episode is dropping later today as well, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, see you later, goodbye.